I gotta go get it, that money be calling, I gotta get more. I gotta get more. It come with the power, it come with respect, and everything go. I'm making a way, so stay on my way. I'm perfecting my flow. I open my mind like all of the time, cause I gotta grow. I come through smelling like Versace. Ooh, everything gon' go, love, you can't stop me. You on fire, but we don't see it, Ricky Bobby. Fresh produce in the bowl, would you like broccoli? Ooh, collecting my dough. I told you before, I'm perfecting my flow. I ain't worried about hoes. I told you I'm busy collecting my dough. If you peep what I really just did there, I'm telling you twice and I don't care. I gotta go get it, that money, it just ain't gonna reappear. Shit. On the grind, cause I gotta have it. Nowadays it's about your actions. I pay attention to what it said. It's like I'm listening in closed captions. Ooh, shit. Ooh. Yeah, they got me fucked up. I'm just cooling in the cut with that Henny poured out. Baby. I still don't fuck around with them fuck arounds, cause them fuck arounds get you smoke. So please don't come around on that dumb shit, that lunch shit. Stay woke. Drinking water, reminding my business. Your hating becoming a sickness. I'm all about them digits. And you should be about digits. Making the moves in silence, the way it should go. Start clocking my moves. I see you. I already know. Staying up out of the way. I'm grateful for seeing the day. Steph in 100 with Steph and honey. And also my chocolate bay. I gotta go get it. That money be calling. I gotta get more. It come with the power. It come with respect. And everything go. I'm making a way, so stay on my way. I'm perfecting my flow. I open my mind like all of the time, cause I gotta grow. I come through smelling like Versace. Ooh, everything gon' go, love, you can't stop me. You on fire, but we don't see it, Ricky Bobby. Fresh produce in the bowl, would you like broccoli? Ooh.
Testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. Yeah. Another late live stream. Time really got away from me today. But again, definitely want to make sure I get this live stream out and share my thoughts with you all. So I appreciate everybody that's up at this hour, that's catching the live stream. And of course, I appreciate everybody that watches the playback as well. OSD Live, Reloaded. What's good, man? What's up with y'all? OSD Live Reloaded, aka Also Dope Live Reloaded is the channel. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate your subscription. Share this live stream, share the channel. You know, we're growing. And I'm very appreciative of everybody that's been, showing their support, leaving comments, watching the videos, hitting a like on the videos is all greatly appreciated. I just want to say thank you. Yes, like I stated, we've went a little bit past the allotted time. When I schedule these live streams, it's roughly around the time that I believe that I'll be available to, execute. But today, clearly, the time got away from me, but it was still one of these live streams that I wanted to get out there. So I appreciate everybody that's been supporting and that's up at this hour. So we got a late live stream. This will be a topic panel for anybody that want to share their thoughts about this particular topic, but it will be available. The link will be available. Don't want to hold us too long. I just kind of want to make my points and then, give you all a chance to share your thoughts on the topic as well. So shouts out to everybody that's up right now. Thank you. OSD Live Reloaded, aka Also Dope Live Reloaded, is the channel. We are back with another live stream. This time, this topic in particular is blackface in the digital age. The truth about racist burner accounts on social media platforms. Now, when you hear about blackface already, you already know it's people that's not of the community that paints their face black to portray themselves as a black person. They use the black paint in particular, or probably brown too. I haven't seen too many brown faces, but we know blackface is a thing. We've seen it on the news. We've seen movies. We've seen TV shows of just racist people. Because that's the only thing I could think of that would even portray that. You know, it's absurd. It's something that I didn't even understand it to be a thing until I seen it like in so many different places. I'm trying to sit up here while I'm talking. I'm trying to remember the actual movie where they had different colleges doing blackface. They had blackface parties where you had, white students dressed up in blackface and dressed in, as how they would perceive a stereotypical black person. It was crazy. It was crazy to see that. You know what the movie was? It was Dear White People. That's what the movie is, I believe. That movie, for anybody that's seen that movie, Dear White People, it gives insight. It really does give insight. Dear White People, yeah. So I just seen what's going on. Lisa Queen be in the building.
Factuals.
What's going on, Lise? Yeah, it's Dear White People. And I just seen the comment too. And right when I switched to my comments to see my comments, I saw that you said that, Lise. Yes, Dear White People. A very interesting movie. The way it kicks off, the points that she spoke to, all that. It was a very interesting movie. They actually did like a TV series too, as well, to go along with it. But I say all that to say this, that blackface is, just pretty much, somebody of another race painting themselves or their face black to represent being a black person. So you don't really see too much of that, at least where I'm at, that is races painting themselves black. You don't see too much of that, in this era, as far as, out in the open or a setting, but you do see a lot of it digitally. That's why I wanted to shed light on this particular topic, mainly because, I actually heard a content creator that's not of the black race reference that is people on YouTube that create black troll accounts to have a black voice. Do you understand how sick that is? That's just the thought of it is crazy. It makes absolutely no sense. And it just lets you know the extreme that people that's not of the community are willing to go just to have a black voice. And it's amazing because, you see in the news, the media all the time, how, there's always something going down, with the community and, black people in the news, whether it's a shooting, it's somebody got killed or anything. Sometimes it's shown in a negative light. And it's amazing to see that, even though all that's going on and how they try to portray us, they always want to steal the culture. Rape the culture of all the benefits, the style, the clothing, the lingo, all that. Just want to take all that. And so when I heard this particular, content creator say that it's people on social media platforms in general that make black troll accounts, I'm like, again, and I said it in a past video, I'm like, why would anybody, why would black people even need to know that? That's why my next guess was, well, they're probably somebody that participates in that foolishness. Like, how can a person really come online, create a troll account, a black troll account, just to have a black voice? That's how important a black voice is. And we have to understand the power that we have and not just be willing to just give it away. Just like in the same instance of when I was speaking about, black men and what entails with being a black man, standing on business, meaning what you say, saying what you mean, having self-respect. So to see, people go out their way to make accounts just to have a voice and resonate amongst us, it just lets you know just the power we have. And this is why I say I don't understand how we be so quick to have outsiders come to the cookout. This cookout that everybody that's on the outside, it's so crazy. We so quick to have people on the outside come to the cookout instead of our own. More tolerance for people that's not of the community than our own people. And I get it. Some of us can be a bit belligerent and do the absolute most extra. I completely understand that. But you got to be a person that has a spirit of discernment and understand, who to be around and who not to be around. Because you got actually people creating black troll accounts to have a black voice. And it makes sense because if you look at all the different social media platforms that, we're all on, you just see a lot of comments, but you can't tell who is who. You don't know who's on the other side of that computer screen. You don't know who's typing. And the way the internet's set up in Google, people can just snatch a picture off of Google and just go away and just take off with it. Typing all the latest catchphrases, typing the lingo, all the things that we would accept and let them in the cookout with. But they go a step further and create a black troll account just to have a voice and be amongst us anyway. That just shows you the power in the people, right there, that you have other races willing to go the distance just to have a voice amongst us. And I understand we're always going to have differences. We're always going to have issues or problems, some would say. But we work it out. We wouldn't need anybody on the outside to, try to rectify those situations. It's not needed, especially when they don't understand it. I always say that it's going to be a culture barrier, regardless of what's going down. It's going to always be a culture barrier. If it's a race outside of the community, it's always going to be a culture barrier. It's just always going to be one. You could be sitting down with somebody, that's of another race, watching Martin, and they got a whole bunch of questions. You can't even enjoy the show because they still trying to catch on to the lingo and what was said and the references, and you just getting a terrible experience rewatching Martin because it's a culture barrier. Those type of things. Exactly, Lisa. In the words of Paul Mooney, rest in paradise, Paul Mooney. In the words of Paul Mooney, You know, Paul Mooney said it best. Everybody want to be a nigga, but don't want to be a nigga. And when I heard that, I was like, man, simple, but straight to the point. Y'all seen it in situations, you know, cop pull you over, you know, a motherfucker go from goddamn go from there Machine Gun Kelly to Jerry Lewis. You know, I've seen it firsthand, and I'm looking like, you were just talking slang and kicking it. What? Oh yes, officer, I have no idea. Huh? Where'd that voice come from? So it's definitely not hard for me to believe that it's actually people that's not of the community out here making black troll accounts on these social media platforms. All that people go through, all that trouble just to be amongst the people that they say they despise. I want y'all to really think about that. The lengths that people go just to have a black voice. The media, all these different platforms that spend time trying to always keep black people in a negative light. They go out their way to have a voice amongst us. We are the biggest consumers. We are the chosen people. We make everything go. Something ain't hot unless we make it hot. We have to understand our power that we possess. And we just be ready to just give it away. Just because people say a few catchphrases, or they hang around, you know, other black people that, you know, that gives them passes to say certain things. Like, I don't understand. I just don't understand that, man. I'll never understand that. And just like how other races be screening other people on the outside, we got to get back to doing that. I get it. We can be caring and, you know, compassionate and very empathetic in situations, but you still should be mindful of just people in general. You just got to be mindful of people in general, protecting your energy. Yeah, I'm just saying. And blackface in the digital age makes it that much easier, you know, than a person that's not in the community that can walk down the street dressed in blackface. They can just go online and just be talking right amongst us, and we won't even know. Just to have a voice amongst black people. And I'll just use the entity in particular for an example. The content creator will create a black troll account just to keep the bullshit going. Oh yeah. They'll create that account just to keep the bullshit going amongst black people. Chaos and confusion. The two main things I speak about. Chaos and confusion. It's not no substance coming from that. No enlightenment. No, they want to keep the bullshit going. And we're allowed because it's entertaining. Now, granted, drama be entertaining. It do. I completely understand it wholeheartedly. Drama be entertaining, but it's not nothing that's longevity. It's not nothing that could be evergreen. You know, it's for the moment. And once that moment passed, that's it. Because see, other races, they see how we interact with each other and they think that's a language we understand, and that's the only language we understand, especially when there's no conversations going on. So if they see that it's chaos and confusion and just a whole lot of things going on, yeah, and they know They on the outside. They already know they on the outside. So the next best thing is to create a black troll account to indulge more in the BS. Just to indulge more in the BS. It's not hard for me to believe that blackface is in the digital age. We're moving with the times now. The more and more, the world spins, and a lot of things are unfolding. That's one thing I could say about 2024. A lot of things are unfolding. A lot of exposure going on. The light shining so we all can see. I've learned a lot in 24. I've said this before, but I really mean that. I learned a lot in 2024. 2024 has really, really showed me a lot. And it makes for experience too. To be able to identify certain things, because again, it wouldn't be considered a loss. Just a lesson. Just a lesson. That's all. It's just a lesson. And you take each day at a time. That's all we can do anyway. It's a day by day thing. That's all we can do. Understand that, that you're here for a reason. Shit, people on the outside, even though you might not feel like you have a reason, just know it's people on the outside that look at you and see that you're here for a reason. That's why you would see other races that's not of the community going out their way to create accounts just to have a conversation with you, or just to indulge in the things that you're into, just to feel like they belong. We living in some real crazy times right now. So the best thing that we can all do is just be mindful of our own actions, because that's what we're in control of. Some things we're in control of, some things we're not in control of. I mean, the things that we're not in control of, you just got to let God. But the things that you are in control of, you just got to help yourself. And I get it, life be lifing. But never let anybody tell you who you are, because you should already know that about yourself. And if you don't have structure, find structure. That's why, a scheme like this, or a tactic like this of individuals, creating troll accounts to have a voice amongst you. The internet is a weird place, first and foremost. Let's just be honest. The internet is just a weird place. You log on, you just can read comments. You can just see the minds of people by the things that they type in comment sections, the messages they write in live chats. It's a bit outlandish. And I know it's just, characters and people playing a character online, but a character is always a reflection of you. The way you move is a reflection of you as a person. Absolutely. I truly believe that. I absolutely believe that. So hearing about blackface in the digital age, that's not far-fetched at all. And the thing about it too is racist people who are in blackface online. People that hate your skin color, but want to create troll accounts, black troll accounts, just to talk to you. Don't you see how ridiculous that is? A person that hates your existence creating accounts just to talk to you. Just to get you to talk to them. Just the lengths that people will go, man. It's a sick thing. And social media is governed by the government. I mean, yeah, we got access to it, but it's so many people that watch it and control platforms and put all these different guidelines in place that you have no choice but to be mindful. And like outside of just the guidelines and rules that's on these platforms and stuff, you just gotta be mindful of your digital footprints, the things that you leave online. Because once it's up there, it's up there. It's up there. I know it's truths and racist people making black burner accounts. I know it's truths in that. We know it's truths in that. Because if it wasn't, you wouldn't have people that's not of the community speaking live saying that it's going on. That's not nothing black people should know about. Why would we need to know that? We black already. But to hear people that's outside of the community or outside of the race say it gives it that much validation. And one can assume that they partake in it. Just saying. It's not that ridiculous to, think that it don't happen. That's ridiculous to think it doesn't happen. I don't put anything past no one these days, especially the year like I've been having. I don't put nothing past anybody. It's a real thing going on out here. It's just a real thing going on out here. And if you're not careful, life can definitely consume you. Because you got to remember too, it's a lot of people outside of the race that play a lot of psychological games. They really like to play on your mental. And the reason why they play on your mental is because they want to control how you respond just so they can have the satisfaction of, see, I told you they was like that. I told you. No. You're in control of your actions. You're in control of your emotions. You're in control of yourself as a person. Shouldn't give that person that much power, especially people outside of the community too. And I'm not saying you got to give your power to people of the community. I'm just saying in general, what I've observed about most people outside of the community that interact with black people is that they like to play psychological games, such as creating racist burner accounts just to talk to you, just to be disrespectful. But also it's a coward move too, because now you are in this racist burner account, you're in this black burner account speaking to black people, but black people are perceiving it like you're black, so it's not going to be as much of a sting on it if it's an actual back and forth or some kind of dialogue between. Because they know if they was to actually be speaking in their actual accounts to black people, it would be a totally different conversation. It'll be a totally different conversation. And they know that too. That's why they make the burner accounts. But that's why I said, like, people that's not of the community, everything is cerebral with them. They like to play the mind games. They like to say certain things to try to trigger you, to get a reaction out of you, just for the satisfaction of them. They can say, see, I told you that's exactly how they were. See, I told you they would act that way. See, I told you they would respond to that situation like that. They just want that kind of satisfaction. I'm just being completely honest. And one of the reasons I believe why they would make black burner accounts, just to say that trash. Keep the chaos and confusion going. You don't know who's on the other side of that computer. But what you do know is you're in control of your own feelings, your own emotions, your own actions. Yeah. Govern yourself. That way, stuff like this couldn't affect you because you already have structure. You already have a foundation. You know who you are as a person. Regardless of whatever account it is. Just saying. Just stay grounded. You just gotta stay grounded. Point blank period. You gotta stay grounded. This is a topic panel, by the way. I just dropped the link for anybody that's listening right now. If you want to come up and speak to the topic, please feel free. Or, panels aren't your thing, please feel free to type in the chat as well. Like I said, we're just talking about blackface in the digital age. We are in the digital age. Things are moving fast. The technology is rapidly growing. It's rapidly changing. All these upgrades. The internet being a whole different world in itself. That people can go there and escape from their actual reality. You gotta be grounded in something. You gotta have some structure. Because the internet is a very, very different place. And I've seen a lot of people get consumed by it. Bothered. Have them going above and beyond just to, prove something. Instead of just hitting the X in the upper right-hand corner and going outside. Because you definitely have weirdos all over the internet. It's littered with weirdos. And it's also filled with actual genuine people too that you meet up here and can build a rapport with. The internet is just a very interesting place. But the message that I want to leave for you all is, protect your peace. When I say protect your peace, I really mean that. Protect your peace. No account, burner account, no account should be, consuming you and making you go outside of, what you would normally do to handle a situation. Internet shouldn't have that kind of power. It just shouldn't. Know who you are. Understand what you're doing on the internet. I know people go to the internet just for entertainment too, but if you're a content creator, you really got to have thick skin. You really got to be focused. And understand what it is that you're trying to do. That's all I'm saying. Got to be mindful of those things. That way, nobody online or some stranger online can't just trick you off your square. Saying it just wouldn't happen. Stand firm in what you believe in, man. A lot of crazy stuff on the internet, and blackface is definitely one of those things that I know happens, because it's much more easier for people on the outside of the community to do, rather than walk up the street with their face painted. Because really, that's a mockery. They did it as a mockery and using the slang and wearing the stereotypical clothes and the brands and all that stuff, like, it's a mockery. How could you ever be so accepting to a person that's making a mockery of your culture? Because I promise you, if you was to make a mockery of somebody's culture, you would definitely hear about it. And not only that, they'll be ready to run you out the community. Like, all right, you was already outside and now you disrespecting, you gotta go. But with us, oh, they didn't mean that. They meant this. I don't think they meant to act. Huh? They said what they said. If a person show you who they are, believe that. Believe that. Believe it. You know, as the days get away from us, you just got to find your purpose. And people, if you're still alive and breathing and you're here today, it's a reason why you're here. And there's people out here that don't know their purpose, so their objective is to knock you off your purpose. Understand your purpose. That way, nobody can knock you off your square. Understand your power. Don't be quick to give your power away, all because something is pleasant to your ears. Oh, come on, you're invited to the cookout. Yeah, it only works at our cookouts. Cause I promise you, their cookouts, yeah, they gonna screen you before you can get the what's the dish they make? Oh, I'm looking right at the dish. What's the dish they make? Oh man, I'm looking right at it. But I'll say this: they gonna screen you before you can get some of that bland chicken. You can't just go up in there eating that bland chicken like that. They got to make sure they know who you are first. But know who you are, though. Know who you are as a person. That way tactics like this, regardless of whoever the account is, they couldn't tell you otherwise. And then it's the internet too. You shouldn't even be coming to the internet for validation, especially among strangers. Strangers shouldn't even have that kind of power to tell you who you are. Because if you're coming to the internet for somebody to tell you who you are, you already lost. Already lost. You already lost. Find your purpose. And that way it makes it much easier for your walk. It makes it that much easier for your walk. I truly believe that. I want to send nothing but positive vibrations to you for the rest of your week. Anything that you got your heart and mind set on, I want to send it to. I want to send positive vibrations to you. And hopefully it's very conducive for your life. But you got to love yourself. You got to protect your peace. And you got to, walk with a spirit of discernment. When you feel like something ain't right, 9 times out of 10, it's not right. 9 times out of 10, it's just not right. Urban Lounge Podcast in the building. What's good, G's? Appreciate you pulling up to the pull up. Yeah, man. walk in your purpose and love yourself too. You gotta love yourself. That's first and foremost. Love yourself too. You can't love anybody without loving yourself. That's why I just say the phrase like that when I get up off every live stream, because I truly mean that. You have to love yourself and respect yourself, because people see that. If a person see that you don't love yourself and respect yourself, they gonna disrespect you. They're like, why would we respect somebody that don't respect themselves? You know, again, it just go back to just getting a foundation. You really have to truly have a foundation. And once you have that foundation, it makes it that much easier in your walk of life, because you got structure. It all goes back to structure. When I gave y'all the 7 ways to deal with conniving people, all these things tie together. You gotta set boundaries. That's why I said that was one of the most important points, is just setting your boundaries. What you will and what you will not tolerate. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. I appreciate y'all, hearing the dialogue. I appreciate y'all engaging and sharing your thoughts as well. It means a lot, and it's healthy. It's healthy, man. And doing these live streams like that, it'd be really therapeutic. As y'all can see on my channel, I have a lot of thoughts. Not just this channel, my other channel as well. I have a lot of thoughts that go on in my mind. Some topics I know I can't bring to YouTube because of the guidelines, but the ones that I feel like are transferable, I bring to YouTube, just to kind of invoke conversation and bring a sense of awareness. And I appreciate everybody that's been supporting and, engaging and just sharing their thoughts, because that's what it's about at the end of the day. And if you have a difference of opinion, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, appreciate that, Urban, man. For sure. The other channel is Also Dope Live. Yeah, that's the other channel, Also Dope Live. I truly appreciate, everybody that's been supporting along the way on the journey. That's exactly what this is. It's definitely a nice journey. And it would have been possible without y'all. Using the platform for what it really is. Yeah, that's the other channel right there. And one thing I noticed about YouTube is YouTube will actually will give you placement as far as, their algorithm, which the algorithm isn't a particular computer that puts your videos in different places. The algorithm is the people and what the people are watching. If you're speaking about certain topics that is remotely close, or the particular topic people are watching, then YouTube will give you a good placement and recommendations for them. And next thing you know, you got a whole nother audience that's listening to your content. So I definitely like what YouTube is doing as far as shaking up everybody's algorithms and home screens, because I be having recommendations of people that I've never watched, or people speaking on topics I've never seen. But if it grabs my attention, then I'll definitely watch it. Of course, other things you can just you can scroll or whatever. But the particular topics that grab my attention, I listen for a few, and I've actually started watching newer content because YouTube does the placements that they do. It definitely helps with exposure. So, of course, keep in mind the topics that you speak about up here on these platforms. YouTube pretty much shuffles, your content around and get it out to different audiences. But I really appreciate everybody that's been supporting the channel. I know I can't stress it enough. It's really important. Thank you. Just wanted to share my thoughts on blackface in the digital age. When I came across that particular term, I'm just like, that's not hard to believe. Look where we at now, like today's age, the technology. But share your thoughts, down in the comment section below. I appreciate everybody that's been sharing their thoughts in the chat. Man, again, this journey is amazing, and more content on the way. The channel is growing thanks to you all, and we're gonna keep it pushing and making some noise. I got a lot of great things I want to do for this particular channel, and bring some real organic content to y'all the way I have been bringing it and sharing my thoughts. This is a different feel, as far as the content that I'm placing on this channel, and I'm liking the direction that the channel is actually going in, and I'm enjoying making the content. I know some live streams may run a bit later than most, but I always want to make sure that I get them live streams out, get those thoughts out, document it, speak about them. And I appreciate y'all for having the patience and supporting. It means a lot. I know a lot of people talk about, the numbers and, time and a lot of factors. But if you're just doing this thing from the heart and, speaking from your mind and sharing your thoughts, all that stuff is going to make its way, later. You can't worry about that now. The numbers and stuff will come. You just have to be true to your content. And that's just been the path I've been on, and just doing the content that I feel. People can tell when you don't feel your content, because how you may deliver it, what you might say, all that. Like, you got to feel what you're saying. That's number one as a content creator. You have to believe in what you're saying. Understand your purpose, man. I truly appreciate y'all. Thanks, Urban, man, for subbing up. Yes, sir, man. We're gonna get back active on that channel too. I got some great things lined up on that channel. I've been speaking to some amazing people, very interesting people too, that I want to bring some content to you all. And we have some good dialogue on the way with some very great people. I'm learning now that all the people that I know in my life right now, they're resourceful. They're very resourceful, and I would like to share, I would like to share that content with y'all, so y'all can see what I mean by they're resourceful. I have great conversations with great people, and I be thinking to myself, man, this would be fire for YouTube. And I spoke to some of them, and it was like, yeah, sure, yeah, we'll be down for like almost like a podcast setting. Yeah, for sure. We sitting out talking, and I don't want to kind of like have the show run over like hours, like most podcasts, 2-3 hours to just talk, stuff like that. I kind of want to keep it in a window where it's engagement going on, where we're talking, but I'm hitting all the key points effectively and not going over the time that I actually allotted myself. So I'm up here writing some treatments, and I'm getting some things together so I can deliver some great content to you all on that main channel. I got some great things planned for that channel, and I hope you all are subbed up. I got the link to the channel in the chat right now, and of course I got some great things planned for this channel too. I love the direction this channel is going in, and I owe it all to y'all. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be able to get on camera and do this, like I say every time. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate your subscription. Share this live stream for anybody that was wondering about blackface in the digital age, and share your thoughts too. Share your thoughts. Share your thoughts down in the comment section below. I appreciate everybody that typed their messages in the chat. Man, hope you continue to have a great rest of your night. It's been real. OSD Live Reloaded, aka Also Dope Live Reloaded, is the channel. Protect your peace, protect your energy. Always strive to make a good decision. Love yourself first before you love someone else. How can you love someone else without loving yourself first? It starts there first. OSD Live Reloaded. I just want to say thank you all. Until next time. Gone.
I'm built for this shit. Stupid motherfucker could never trick me off my platform. And that Perrier still cold too, nigga. Ooh. As long as it's air in my lungs, I'm gonna recite my life, so soak it up like a sponge. I'm a peel, a scroll, a killer vegetables. You want some, but you put nothing on the pack, so now you look the fuck dumb. One thing that I achieved is that I cooled out in Tel Aviv. Bottled up some holy water, now my mama please. Coffee around my cranium, I'm dripped down. They was wishing for a true one, ooh, I'm here now. You niggas pussy, go and get a pap smear now. I'll yank a bitch talking crazy and I'll wear out. Keep it G to a T, 100% me. 100 in some jiggy textiles, ho, I style me. If you mad, little bitch, gon' stay mad. Instead of being on some fuck shit, go get a bag. I lost count on all the songs I said that same shit. Well, be about your business, not that lame shit. I can tell they watching now because they bite the style. Document my life, important that I write it down. If you want that fuck shit, don't you come around. Stay consistent, keep your distance from them fuck arounds. How you like me now, baby? How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now, baby? How you like me now? How you like me now, baby? How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now, baby? How you like me now?